I am starting off with the self-tanning sleep mask. You want to apply this directly to your face using your hands, and you want to also blend this product down on your neck. Just apply this like you would any other moisturizer. But again, with these products, since they are transparent, you do want to make sure you are applying it evenly all over your face and your neck. So once you finish your face and your neck, go ahead and wash your hands with soap and water so that they're completely clean. And you can use a cotton swab to wipe away any remaining product from your brows and around your hairline. So for my body, I'm using the Pure Dark Self-Tanning Foaming Water. You want to make sure you're not shaking this bottle like you would any of your other products. You're going to apply it directly onto your skin, and you're going to blend it in with the Bondi Sands tanning mitt. So you just want to, again, make sure you're applying it to every part of your body. Try to blend it in as evenly as possible. That's one piece of advice I can give you, is just make sure it's going on evenly all over your skin. It's gonna feel so nice and so refreshing. I like to do my whole body, and then I'll do my hands last. I just use a little bit on my hands because they are super, super dry, especially from the long winter that we just had. So I'm gonna continue this product onto the rest of my body. Again, making sure I'm blending it in really nicely with the mitt. Of course, we gotta do a little heart on the belly for the baby there. But I'm also gonna be applying this on my legs, and I just wanted to point out that these products are available at Walgreens, so make sure to check out my description box below for a link to purchase. So here you can see the before and then the after, 24 hours later. It takes about 24 hours to fully develop, and again, this product line is amazing. It's safe for pregnancy as well. I know a lot of people were asking me what I've been using. So ever since this product came out, this is what I have been using and loving during my pregnancy.
My current tanning routine. This is the tan that I've been using. I wanted a new tan into tanning routine, though I do think this is a product that I will still use solidly from now on because I really think it's great and I rate it so much. But if you want to see my tanning routine using a mousse, and that is a product that you prefer, I use like an express mousse, which is my favorite because it's just a little bit quicker, and sometimes I find a little bit more convenient for the winter time, and if I've got nights out and things like that and I want to be able to really like calculate and pinpoint exactly when I'm going to be able to like wash off and exactly when I'm going to start like showing my tan color coming through. So I will link that below if you want to go and watch that. I think it's a kind of 8-hour mousse that I use, but the same practice also applies for if I'm using like my express mousse as well. But today I'm going to be using the Saint-Tropez Bronzing Water Gel. This is the Self-Tan Purity Water. This is so great. I was really looking forward to trying it. I've wanted to try it for ages and ages, and seeing quite a few people use it, and it just seemed so like too perfect. Too perfect. It's a self-tan in a gel form, so it's like quite nice and like hydrating, I find. It doesn't have a glide color, but it doesn't leave any color on your clothing, hence why I'm comfortable enough to be in a white bikini right now. That is how much I trust that this will not put any color onto anything. I can't tell you, this has saved my brand new bed sheets. Like, there is no tan on them whatsoever. I'm so happy with it, and I love it this much. This is just my empty since I've moved into this house, because I think I used up a bottle when I was at my old flat as well. So that is how much I love this and have been going through it. I think there might have actually been an extra bottle in addition to this, because I remember actually like throwing one away. So that is how much I've been enjoying this product over the summer. It's literally an apply and go kind of vibe. I love it. So that is what I'm going to be using today to show you my tanning routine. I'm going to talk you a bit through prep first. There's not too much that goes on in the way of prep. I'm not like super meticulous over it. Body halo is so gentle, so I find that if I'm like really looking to kind of buff my tan off, it does take me a couple of goes, whereas this will really effectively buff all your tan off, which was great for me last night because I kind of left it till the last minute to exfoliate, and obviously I wanted to be like without tan as much as possible for this video. I haven't tanned in, I would say it's been nearly 2 weeks. I have the most dodgy tan on my body right now because obviously I've like been out in the garden over the course of the summer, so my arms are super brown, my chest is brownish, my stomach is just like a regular kind of brown, and then my legs are just like mismatched colors in different places. I can't, you'll probably see it in the before clip that I filmed. Hopefully my camera has been slightly kind to me in terms of how it balances out things. But yeah, I'm working with a slightly mismatched kind of body right now. So what I do tend to do, fun fact, is apply twice on my stomach. I usually do 2 days in a row, stomach and chest. But yeah, I'll get to that more in a second. So yeah, I gave everything a good exfoliation last night. If anyone's wondering why I'm just like really mismatched colours, that is why. But yeah, I haven't done that in a few days. So my tan on my back is just probably like doing its own thing. And I'm just gonna roll with that because I'm not really gonna be showing you my back. So that is step 1 of prep. Step 2 is to shave. I do this the majority of the times, but actually with this product, I don't find it to be as essential. So if I'm in a little bit of a time crunch and it just hasn't like happened and I've not been like quite on the ball and really thought through the process enough, it actually doesn't matter with this product. I don't find that this one, it sinks into your pores. You know, like if you sometimes use a mousse or, you know, lots of other tans, like lots of tans do it and it's very, very normal. If you have like just freshly shaved, the tan seems to like sink into your pores and you end up with like little speckledy legs. This doesn't do that. And if you have also just shaved right before you apply your tan, it also doesn't burn my pores on my legs either, which I just think is amazing because I do find that lots of products do that. My skin on my legs is very, very sensitive to that, and I don't find this does that. So that is one of the many pros of this, is that it does lend itself quite well to my last minute like slapdash tendencies. But yeah, really in an ideal world, I shave the night before whilst I'm exfoliating as well, which I did do last night. I was on the ball. Thought this through for you guys. Did I do my back? No, I didn't. You win some, you lose some. And then step 3 of prep is literally just to make sure I have a clean body with no product on it. So I make sure that if I am doing my skincare routine, that I don't bring my oil down onto my chest. Normally with my excess oil that I use on my face as well, I pop it on my elbows and the back of my arms because I get little chicken spats. I don't do that on tanning days because I just know that it's all gonna interfere and it's not ideal. But anyway, I'm gonna crack on and get started. I've got a little mitt. I have so many mitts in this basket. I'm gonna be using a Glow Beauty one today. The branding on this is just so cute. So the application of this is so simple. I normally do about 3 pumps per area, and this is where I feel like I talk to people a lot about their fake tan, guys. Like my friends, just everyone I know. I guess because I'm quite like tan quite a lot, we do end up talking about tan. Like everyone I meet, we end up talking about tan. And I always recommend this one and we get chatting. And lots of people quite often say that they find that tan just goes streaky on them. And I haven't ever really had this issue in terms of like having applied it, like say you don't like sweat or get any water on you, but you're still finding that you're getting streakage. I've never had that. And one of the reasons why I think I have always been quite lucky is because I'm quite over generous, like quite generous with my application of my tan. Like 2 to 3 pumps per area is plenty, and I've just never found that I've got a streak or missed a bit, and I guess it's because I'm maybe using more than enough to like cover the whole area. But that being said, I also am very cautious of when I tan. So if I'm doing a workout that day or exercising, I try not to apply any tan. I'm really trying to do this without flashing my boob. It's really very difficult, just so you all know. Yeah, on those days I just won't tan, because if you do, you will end up with a streak mark. Like the other day I actually did do a workout and forgot I'd applied tan, and I did have like, because I sweat on my chest, I don't really sweat on my face, I sweat underneath my arms, so I will get streaks there, down my chest, and then kind of like here on my stomach, and then sometimes on my legs as well, depending on what I'm doing. So that is something to keep in mind if you are applying this tan, because you can literally apply it in the morning and go all day. So it's just important to make sure you don't forget that you can't really get wet. I'd say in the first 8 hours, to be honest, I've been like splashed with water after the 8-hour period. It's been like the evening and I've had the tan on, and I found because the tan has done its work, the water hasn't really like disturbed what's going on in my skin, because the skin underneath the product has like taken the color, if that makes sense. So yeah, basically try not to get wet in your first like 8 hours. I'm doing another 3 pumps on my other arm. I did 3 pumps on my chest as well, and I always try and like streak the product down my arm in like sections of 3. So I do like the top side of my arm, the back of my arm, and then the underneath of my arm, and then buff in. It tends to stop me missing any areas. I also always make sure I bring my arm around to the front, and I usually do this in the mirror, but I'll just make sure that I do my elbow as well, just so I don't miss that. And one very important thing is I actually don't take my tan all the way up to my wrists yet. I will show you why. So I've got tattoos on my wrist, so it makes it really easy for me to like decide where I'm starting from, but I don't go past the little arrows. I do the bottom arrow and that's it, and then bring it up my arm, onto my shoulder, a little bit onto my back, sometimes do the back of my neck. It's very hard to do today because I've got a bikini on, so actually I'm just gonna leave that. I'll finish this all off and perfect it when I am not on camera with you guys, because obviously I can get naked, but right now that would be really inappropriate. So yeah, I will show you what I do. I do my hands and wrists last. So I tend to do arms first, chest, then I do 3 pumps on my tummy. So yeah, constantly buffing in circular motions. I love this tan as well because it doesn't settle into my belly button, which is great because that is one of my pet peeves with fake tan. And then I do my back. This is really difficult with all of these strings going on. I normally do this, like the easiest way to tan is just to do this butt naked. I always make sure I fully get the sides and my underarms as well. Just always give them a little buff. I'm gonna do my back separately, but I always like to just kind of really make sure that I've got everywhere. Then I do my legs. 3 pumps again on the lower part of my leg, and I kind of take this up over my knee as well and around the back. And as you can see, this gives like a really lovely sheen as well, which is one of the things that I really like about this product, is it makes my skin look really nice and healthy. Always make sure I get the inner part of my leg. This part I pay extra attention to because the back part of my leg is always a bit that I miss. 3 pumps all over my leg and up to my knee, and then I do another 3 pumps. I take it down onto my foot as well, which you can't see, but I'm doing it. When doing my feet, I always wait until I put the majority of product onto the rest of my leg first. I don't like to use too much product on my hands and feet because my skin takes product so differently there. And for anyone having an absolute hernia, that I'm doing this in a white bikini, there is literally no guide colour on this, but I have also tanned in this before, I think for a video. So this has already got pink on it from when I used to use a mousse tan. So don't stress, I've already ruined it. Once that's done, I run any excess along my shoulders and along my back. And then for the centre of my back, I'm gonna go in with my back tanner, which is again from Lydia Millen's Glow Beauty. This has been a real like star of the show for me. I'm aware I use way too much. I use 4 pumps just for my back, but I like to make sure that it's really been coated. So for my back, just gonna shimmy this. And I try and be quite gentle with it, and I try not to be too aggressive because I feel like if I'm too aggressive I end up like rubbing product off. And for the top of my back I always hunch over so there's a smoother stretch of skin. I'm pretty sure that's me covered. I'm gonna go over myself when I'm not on camera obviously just to make sure I'm